Jason, so we've got this awesome 68 supercharged Charger behind us here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the running gear, what makes it tick, what makes it fast, and what you've done differently than a lot of other people?
Yeah, we started with a 68 Dodge Charger, and what I like to do, I like to customize these things a little bit. So we upgrade the suspension, we go with a 4-link in the rear, Dana 60 that can handle the horsepower, tubular K-member up front with a rack and pinion, we do the Whipple brakes, we do the Hydro Boost Power Assist to kind of have the brakes help with that. You got to have a monster horsepower engine if you're going to have a bang and paint job like this. So we did a supercharged Hemi. It is a Gen 3. Whipple supercharger helped us as well. It makes about 1,000 horsepower, 850 foot-pounds of torque. It is a monster. Some of the other specs, TCI, we kind of did something different with the transmission this time. This is a 6-speed. It's called the 6X transmission by TCI. It's an automatic. The guy really wanted an automatic transmission, but we wanted something more exotic instead of just your 4-speed, you know what I mean?
Right.
But those are some of the big specs that we're doing on the car right there.
So you've really got a lot of power, but you know, you've taken the best of both worlds, because with the 6-speed transmission, the rear end, the way you have it set up, this is actually a drivable car.
Very drivable. Actually, the owner would like to take it on a power tour. So we're going to put some serious test miles on this actually after SEMA to get it ready for him. But we got it looking pretty for the show. We're going to really go through the testing and tuning after SEMA, and he wants to drive it. He really does. Yeah.
So what else have you guys done? Like what did you use for your operating system? How are you talking with how are the computers talking to each other?
You're right, man. You got to have a good operating system. I've been through quite a few of them over the years. Yeah. Holly is what we've started using a lot, and we're more familiar with Holly. The engine builder likes Holly, so we started using that for the management. TCI obviously has their own management for the transmission. Okay. We use painless wiring is what we use for all the wiring as well, to get all the upgraded stuff working correctly. That's pretty much what we do for the management stuff. Okay.
So how did this car come to you? Was it a pretty good car to start with, or was this something that was, you know, you're uncovering more and more, especially when it comes back from getting bead blessed?
It's funny you say that, because back in the day when I would find what we call the donor car that we would build for a client, I would look for a better deal. And then usually when you media blast them, you find that you're going to have more money in fixing rust and things like that.
Right.
So I went to California to get this car actually, and it was pretty much just a straight up 383 factory car. It was white with a green top, green interior, which I'll show some build pictures, you know, on our website and stuff. Yeah. But we got lucky and found a really nice donor car. The only thing that happened when we got it back, we peeled off the vinyl top to find that something had fallen on the roof, and somebody had bondoed the entire roof up.
A little cave.
So we had to put a roof skid on the darn thing, but other than that, there's mostly original sheet metal on this car. So we did get pretty lucky, but I'm paying a little more for the donor car, so we don't have to do as much work on the sheet metal side. Makes it easier.
You really make up for it in the end with that. Yeah,
definitely.
The man hours are expensive.
Oh yes, they are.
So let's move a little bit to the interior.
Yeah.
And let's talk about it, because the interior is nothing short of exceptional as well. I mean, this is a really, really impressive interior.
You know, we've been trying to one-up every car, you know.
Right.
I have a really good interior guy. Interiors by Thomas I use, actually. It's kind of a collaboration of myself and Tom creating these interiors. But we've been going a lot with the SRT seats that you'll find in the Dodge Challenger. But we like to bolster them a little different, make them look like the car more period correct. In this case, the 68 Charger has bigger bolsters, which you can see we've done.
Correct.
Cutting the headrest down a little bit, and then lots of leather. And the particular owner really wanted more of a nostalgic dash, kind of staying with the period a little bit, but going a little crazier on leather. I mean, gosh, even the headliner, we've wrapped
everything you touch is very soft. I mean,
it is super soft leather.
I don't know in the camera how well it transfers, but this leather is exceptional. It feels like, you know, true quality. It smells like good leather.
It is. We definitely paid a premium for the leather, but we really wanted a soft leather that would stretch a lot easier, and look a little better. You know, so this is one up from what we've done before. I like the red stitching. We were kind of going for the slightly polished red and black theme on the car. Even the LEDs you can see that we've done, and attention to detail, even the pedals that we're putting in it. But yeah, the interior is pretty cool.
So what about the gauges? Because they look real nostalgic. They look era correct, but you can also tell there's like a modern twist to them.
What we do is we have company instrument specialties that I use. They're really good. They do a lot, even for graveyard cars, other companies that I like. But we took the factory gauges, they convert them to VDO, which is nice. And then you can do whatever you want. Carbon fiber, silver face, whatever. You can see we went with silver face on this one, but they're all very factory-ish. But silver face and VDO, they get a little better reading.
Right, right. Well, that's awesome.
You know, I guess in ending, I'm excited to do this collaboration with Malco and Presta and be in the SEMA booth with them. This car, you know, if you haven't seen it and you're going to see it, come out to SEMA and check this thing out and see what kind of polishing products we'll be putting on this thing as well.
Well, Jason, it's been a pleasure, man.
Hey,
I'm
man.
excited,
Very cool.
and the car looks awesome.
See you guys at SEMA.